morning friends. Today we will start exercise 8.1 of chapter number 8. Okay. In that we need to solve the example related to ratio and united. Okay. So let's start. So we solve many examples to find the ratio for given quantity. So let's start with the first here. Ratio of rupees 5 to 50 paisa. Okay. So here what we need to do first, convert the rupees into paisa. So 1 rupees is equal to 100 paisa. So 5 rupees is equal to 500 paisa. Now we convert rupees into paisa. So ratio will be 500 divided by 50. If there is a common factor, then you can cancel out this. So it is 10 by 1. So ratio is 10 is to 1. Okay. Now next one, 15 kg to 210 gram. 1 unit is in a kg, 1 unit is in a gram. So here we convert kg into gram because we already learned that convert the larger unit into smaller. So 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram. So 15 kg is equal to 15 multiplied 1000 is equal to 15,000 gram. Now here we convert 15 kg to 15,000 grams. So take the ratio of 15,000 divided by 210. Here we got this factor of 15 is 5 3s are. Factor of 10, 100 is 10 multiplied 10. For this 7 multiplied, you can cut this factor 3. So it is 3 500 divided by 7. So ratio is 500 is to 7. Clear? Now next one. 9 meter to 27 centimeter. So here first unit is in a meter and second unit is in a centimeter. Which one is larger? Meter is larger, so convert meter into centimeter. Now we know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So 9 meter is equal to 9 multiplied 100, that is 900 centimeter. So ratio is equal to 900 divided by 27. Now we factorize this, 9 multiply 100, 9 3s are 27. So 9 that is a common factor, so remaining 100 divided 3, so ratio is 100 is to 3. Now next one, 30 days to 36 hours. Now in one you can see the day and hour, 2 units. So day is the larger unit, so convert day into hour. In 1 day, 24 hours. So we can write 1 day is equal to 24 hours. So 30 days is equal to 30 multiplied 24 hours. So we can multiply 30 with 24. 720 hours. So ratio will be 720, that is equal to 30 days divided by 36. Now here 36 multiplied 20 divided 36. So we can cut the common factor 36. 20 divided 1. So 20 is to 1 is the ratio of this one. Clear? Now next one. In a computer lab, there are 3 computers for every 6 students. How many computers will be needed for 24 students? For 3 computer is for 6 students. So you need to find 24 students. So here you can solve this example by unitary method. We need to find computer for 24 students. So we can find first for 1 student. Or you can solve like this for 6 students, 3 computers. So you can write for 1 student it is 3 by 6 computer, or you can directly write for 24 students. How many computers? Now cross multiply 24 multiply 3 divide 6. 6 4s are 24. 12 computers are needed for 24 students. Clear? Now question number 3. Population of Rajasthan is 570 lakhs and population of UP is 1660 lakhs. Area of Rajasthan is 3 lakhs kilometer per square and area of UP is 2 lakh kilometer per square. So first question, here population is given, area is given. Okay, so for Rajasthan population is 570 lakh and area is 3 lakh kilometer per square. And for UP population is 1660 and area is 2 lakh kilometers. So how many people are there per kilometer per square in each state? So here the population is given for 3 lakh kilometer per square and this population is given for 2 lakh kilometer per square. So here we need to find per kilometer per square. It means for 1 kilometer per square. So we can write for 3 kilometer per square population is 570 lakhs. That is for, we can write here Rajasthan. So for 1 kilometer per square population will be 570 divided 3. So it is 190 lakh per kilometer. So for 1 kilometer population will be 190 lakhs for Rajasthan. Now for UP, for 2 lakh kilometer per square population is 1616 lakhs. So for 1 kilometer per square population will be 1660 divided 2. So it is 830 lakhs per kilometer. So for Rajasthan population is 190 lakh per kilometer and for UP it is 830 lakhs per kilometer. Means in 1 kilometer there are this much population and for here for this kilometer per square population is 830 lakhs. So whose population? Second question is which state is less populated? So here Rajasthan is populated for 190 lakhs and UP is populated for 830 lakhs. So who is less populated? Rajasthan is less populated. So we can write Rajasthan is less populated. So this is what we saw in about the ratio. Now second method of comparing quantity is percentage. It is also one method to find to compare two quantity. Let's take one example. You and your friend that is living in your neighborhood. Okay, both are in a different school. So you got 200 marks from 250. You got 200 from 250. Now we are understanding about the percentage. And your friend got 250 marks. Let's say this is 300 from 400. So if we only got about 200 and 250, this is your marks and this is your friend marks. So if we compare these two number only, then obviously this 250 is greater, but we cannot compare the result based on this 200 and 250. So whose performance is better? For that we need to find the percentage of 200 from 300 and 250 from 400. So how can we find the percentage? Here we will write 200 divide 300, that is from 300 you get 200 marks. To find the percentage we need to multiply with 100. So 200 get 62.5. So if we find the percentage from 300 to 200 and from 400 to 250, your percentage will be 66.6 and your friend percentage will be 62.5. So this now we can compare the percentage and we can say that your performance is better than your friend's performance. Okay, so when this kind of situation is there, we need to find the percentage. So let's start. What is the percentage? Percentage are the numerator of fraction with the denominator 100. Percentage is like a fraction, but denominator is what? 100. Percentage are numerator of fraction with the denominator 100. Ratio is same as a fraction, and percentage is also about the fraction, but it has a denominator 100. So percentage is derived from the Latin word percenter. That is meaning per 100, means from 100. So if we are using 1%, it means 1 by 100 as a fraction. 8%, it means 8 by 100. So 8, that is the numerator, 100, that is the denominator. So it is the fraction, it is the numerator of fraction which has denominator 100. So 8 by 100 represent 8%. 14 by 100 represent 14% and 6 by 100 represent 6%. Why? Because it is a fraction which has a denominator 100, that's why it is 6%. So this way we can find the percentage. Percentage is the numerator of fraction with the denominator 100. When the denominator is 100, we get the fraction. Okay, we get the percentage. So percentage is another method of comparing two quantity whenever this kind of situation is there. So as we learn, if the denominator is 100, we can write the numerator as a percentage. Okay, if we have 3 by 100, that we can directly write it as 3%. But if the denominator is not 100, if we have a fraction in which denominator is not 100, so what we need to do? So let's solve some example in which denominator is not 100 and we are going to find the percentage of that fraction. So first fraction to percent. So here first is 2 by 5. So here you can see the denominator is not 100. So we can write 2 by 5 multiplied with 100%. Okay. Now here you can cut the common factor. So 25 is 100. 2 into 20, that represents 40%. Okay. Or you can write it is same as 2 by 5 multiply by 100 divide by 100. Now we are finding the equivalent fraction. So we need the denominator 100. So leave it as it is. Cut this numerator. Now we have 40 by 100. Now you can see we have a fraction which has a denominator 100. So it is represent 40. So you can apply any method, multiply by 100, divide by 100, or you can directly write 100%. 8 by 20. So 8 by 20 multiplied by 100%. Now here we can cancel out this. 25 are 8 5 are 40. So 8 by 20 as a percentage is 40%. 12 by 20. So it is represented by 12 by 20 multiplied by 100%. So 25 are 100. 12 5 are 60%. So 12 by 20 represents 60%. 4 by 50. So here we can write 4 by 50 multiplied by 100%. 50 to the 100. Now it is 8%. So 4 by 50 represents 8%. So it is the conversion of fraction to percentage. Now decimal to percentage. So what we learn? Fraction to percentage. Now decimal to percentage. But we know that decimal is nothing but the fraction with the denominator 10, 100, 1000, 10,000. Okay, decimal is nothing but the fraction with the denominator 10, 100, 1000, 10,000. So first of all, to find the decimal to percentage, we find the decimal to fraction and then fraction to percentage. So here 0.02, that can be represented by 0.100. Now we get the fraction with denominator 100. So So percentage will be 2%. For next one, 1.2 can be written as 12 by 10. But denominator is not 100, so multiply with 100%. 0 will be cancelled, so it is 120%. Means 1.2 represents 120%. 4.2, so it is written as 42 by 10. Multiply by 100%. 0 cancel, so we have 420. 13.1, so it is 131 divide 10 multiply 100. 0 cancel, so it is 1310%. For next one, 0.001, so it is what? 1 by 1000 multiplied by 100%. 0 cancel. Now 1 by 10 is what? 0.1, so it is 0.1%. Clear? So 0.001 is 0.1%. Now next, convert percentage to fraction. We learned fraction to percentage. Now we saw example percentage to fraction. So percentage 2% is what? 2 by 100. We also need to convert it into lowest term if there is a common factor. Simplest form. Lowest form is simplest form. So cut the common factor. 50 to the 100, so it is 1 by 50. That is form of fraction. Now next, 15%, so we can write it as a 15 by 100. Percentage means denominator 100. Now if we have a common factor, then we can cut it. So 5 cancel, so it is 3 by 20 as a fraction. Now next one, 225, so it is 225 by 100. Now find out the factor of 225, so it is factors are 9 multiply 5 multiply 5, and for 100 factors are 5. So we can cut 2. So it is 9 by 4 as a fraction. Now for next one, 10% as a fraction. 10 by 100. Cut 0. So it is 1 by 10. 25. So it is 25 by 100. 25 4s are 100, so as a fraction it is 1 by 4. 12 by 100, so it is 4 3s are 24 5s are. So we can cut 4 5s are 20. So 3 by 25, that is 12%. Clear? Now next, percent to decimal. So here percentage is given and we need to write the decimal. 2% means 2 by 100, so it is 0.02. 40% means 14 by 100, so it is 0.40. When there 20 in a denominator, we need to place decimal point after 2 digits from the left. So 75 by 100, 70% means, so it is 0.75. 96, so that is 96 by 100, so as a decimal it is 0.96. 2.5%, so it is 2.5 by 100. So move decimal point 2 step left, so it is 0.025 as a decimal. So this way you can convert the percentage to decimal.